Before we get into the video today with Tamara, I just wanted to let you guys know that we have a free gift for you over on the Esoteric Academy. Link is below, and this is a 10-day shadow work challenge. Many of you guys were here with us a couple years ago when we did a huge 30-day global shadow work challenge, which led to a 60-day global shadow work challenge. Well, now we have a 10-day one that's more manageable for you to do on your own, that you can do over and over and over again. Release what no longer serves you and reconnect with your higher self. This powerful 10-day shadow work challenge is designed to help you uncover, process, and let go of all that no longer serves you, all within a supported, guided framework. You will be able to revisit this challenge as often as needed, making it a timeless tool for your healing and self-awareness journey. This was created by Bryce Watson, myself, me, founder of Esoteric Atlanta and KPJAY authorized yoga teacher. This challenge blends ancient wisdom with practical daily shadow work, plus you'll receive a beautifully crafted 12-minute letting go meditation by Paula Cummings, founder of Empowered Spirit Healing, featuring healing frequencies and hypnotic guidance to support deep emotional release. The focus, letting go with Ganesh. Throughout the challenge, we'll be working with the sacred energy of Ganesh, the elephant-headed deity known as the remover of obstacles. Ganesh is also a gatekeeper of wisdom and a reflection of your higher self. His presence will guide and support you as you do the inner work required to heal and transform. You'll choose one specific issue to work on over the 10 days, allowing for deep focus and transformation. How it works. Each of the first 9 days includes 2 short videos. Part 1, a consistent grounding and shadow work practice, and Part 2, a themed reflection, teaching, or exercise specific to the day. Day 10 includes 1 powerful video to close the experience with gratitude and integration, along with Paula's guided meditation to support emotional release and closure. A challenge you can return to again and again. This is just the beginning. Our vision is to build a full library of shadow work challenges inside the Esoteric Academy, giving you tools to work through different layers of your subconscious at your own pace in your own space. Join us inside and begin the sacred process of letting go. So again, this is absolutely free, you guys. So make sure you follow the link below to get your free copy of your 10-day shadow work challenge. Now on with the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esoteric Atlanta, and for today, Esoteric Australia. I'm so lucky. I just always get so tickled, Tamara, because we've got so many. Obviously, I love Australia. I've said that so many times on the show. Besides my own country, it's my most favorite country is Australia. I think Australians are very similar to like Southern Americans in a lot of ways. I think we have a lot of the same history, same culture. But I'm so tickled pink that we have so many Australians. When I opened my YouTube channel, I didn't think that I'd have this many Australians watching, and I'm so excited. And I'm glad that it's EA because we can be Esoteric Atlanta, Esoteric America, and Esoteric Australia. And so,
Absolutely. Yeah.
you guys, just so you guys know, as always, we're going to be putting the short form up on YT, and the long form is going to be over on RUMBLE. RUMBLE. We can't say that on YT because it's YT. So if you want the long form episode, go over to the other platform, or if you just want the short form, stay here on YT. Or if you're in a country that doesn't have RUMBLE, please go to the Esoteric Academy where we have a page that's free that you can watch the long form episode. But before we get into it, if you're on YT, stay here for 1 second. I was telling Tamara, my very shy, very introverted boyfriend, whom Tamara knows, has gotten brave. And you guys, he has opened up a YouTube channel called The Confused Wanderer. This comes from the Law of One. A wanderer would be what Tamara calls a grade 6 soul. And so the confused, because we're all confused because we have the veil of amnesia. And so he's opened up his channel. He hasn't posted any content yet. He's working on that right now. He's done some lives on Instagram with one of our colleagues, Mariella Cruz, in the yoga world, and he got his voice back because he is a senior teacher. And so he's going to be doing lots of stuff. I know he's going to bring Tamara on. He's going to be doing also a playlist of Ayurvedic cooking, all sorts of stuff to help people in this time. And I was telling you, T, it's great because he's not a shadow banned yet. So we can get more people.
We can talk about all sorts of things. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
please, you guys, go ahead and hit that if you want to. I'm going to put all his links down below. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, even though there's no content up yet, because that will help the algorithms when he does start dropping content. He doesn't have a backup channel yet, one thing at a time. And again, for you guys, people often ask me tomorrow why I still mess around with YT. But the reason why I do put short form on YT and keep YT up is because a lot of the people in our society don't know about RUMBLE. And so if we're able to keep some sort of presence on YT with links to the backup channel, that's going to help people find the backup channel. So it is important that we still have a slight presence on YT to get people to Tamara's channel, to all these other great channels over on the backup platforms. So that's why we're here. And so with that being said, Tamara, anything you want to add to that before we get into the episode today?
No, let's start it. Get in.
I got my notebook out, you guys, because we got August coming in hot.
This is August overview. August overview and certain things that have been happening that I just get told, you've got to talk about that, you've got to talk about that, you've got to talk about that, you've got to talk about that. Yep. All right, so we have got 3 very powerful retrograding planets all month. I just looked at it and went, oh yeah, okay, all right, off we go. Now, the outcome of what this is going to create depends on how aware that people are, how aware humanity is. That it all hinges on that. So, some astrologers will go, well, it's retrograde, which means this and this and this and this and this. It's like, no, not at this point in time on the planet, and not as we're traveling through this year, which is the year of the endings.
Yeah.
Okay, so just know it all depends on how aware and how awake humanity is. Now, the first 2 days are going to be intense, and that intensity returns at the end of the month on the 29th and the 30th. Things will be firing up on the 4th and the 5th, and that energy will return on the 13th and the 14th, again on the 21st and the 22nd, and then they gave me boom on the 31st. So I don't know what's going to be happening on the last day of the month, but this is very, very interesting. You can expect a lot of idealism on the 9th, 10th and 11th. Determination rules the 15th and the 16th. And communication is going to be at its zenith on the 17th and the 18th. Now, we know what the number 17 stands for. So something quite important in regard to the communication on the 17th, which will then also flow over to the 18th. There's going to be a lot of attention to detail on the 24th and the 25th. Now, I just want to explain here that the way that this is given to me is to do with, this is universal, like this is basically carpeted right across the whole of the world. But then this is also applying to us as individuals. Yeah. So you're applying it to yourself, but then you've got to look beyond that, because then this is going to be going out and it's going to be universal. Decision time from the 11th. keeping things close to your chest is indicated until the 10th, which is again a very, very interesting lot of energy. Very heightened time regarding all relationships until the 26th. Now, this will be positive and negative. So again, it's up to you as an individual, because this is relationship. So this is you with yourself, you with other people, but it's also got to do with countries. So it's going to be like a really heightened time. All right. So you really need to remember that. Okay. And then when we get to the 26th, we've got a lot of explosive energy that moves into place. And again, that's to do with everything. Now, the negative and the positive to do with all of the relationship, anything, the negative and the positive energy to do with any relationship. So it's anything unresolved within you will surface for you to deal with it. So anything unresolved to do with these countries are going to surface for that to be resolved. Okay, time to bring things into balance regarding all forms of direction, moving things forward from the 7th. So just get balance up until the 7th, and then you can start to move things forward. Now, August vibrates to the number 17, guys. Yeah, the number 17. So we had the month of July was the month of karma. So that was like humanity's karma, whereas our August is the karma of God. So whatever our karmic energy is to do with our relationship with God, August is going to bring that up to the fore. Okay, now, also the month of August, what else do we have? We've got a lot of focus is going to be on money. And so very, very interesting what has come up with the Federal Reserve, which I've got some information in regard to that in the next section. And everything to do with money, to do with finance, yeah? Now also a lot is going to come up to do with business, and a lot is going to come up to do with property. So it's really interesting that you've done that journey that you've just done with Todd around the property, yeah? Okay, so all of this is around our August. And then they said it's time to buckle up big time. Right, now, August, let's have a look. Now, do you remember me saying a while ago, I actually looked at the chart of Tulsi Gabbard when she first came in, and I went, whoa, wow, okay, all right. So now, all I can say about this woman is it's like, just watch it. Anybody who tries to cross her, right, it's like, oh my God, right, you're going to be asking for it. Boom, and here we are. She has now shown what she is all about. So her energy is playing a very, very big role at the moment. And it's going to bring up a lot for people emotionally. So I can see a lot of tears that are being shed by people as this information is coming up. And it's those people who are awake but really thought that, like, no, he couldn't have, right? So those that have been really blue-eyed, full on, that have started to wake up, but now they've got this shock of this particular person. Now, I don't see him being arrested over what's happened.
Yeah.
This has started to move the energy in regard to him. And then I'm seeing a lot more that is going to be coming out. And so it will be like one on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other. And there's nowhere for him to go. There's no way for them to run it. There's no way for them to change it.
We're talking about Obama, correct? For my audience?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so I am seeing the law coming down like big time. And it's because of foolish moves that he has actually made. But at the same time, he's made these moves because of what he was being told to do.
Yeah.
So he basically has been a puppet to those that are like the controllers. So I don't see everything coming to a head to do with him in the month of August. I would be looking at the month of September because it's going to be a doubling up month.
Okay.
So we're going to have a lot of endings happening in September, like a lot of endings. Okay, now here we go. Money. So a lot's going to be exposed to do with money. A lot's going to be exposed to do with a female. Also to do with all of this situation to do with money. And there's a lot here to do with money that was made from over water. So a lot's going to be exposed to do with the money that they've been making over water off America.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, the people that are awake, it's like this month for you, we're going to be quite inspired by what comes out because we have been very, very patient. And it's going to bring in a new way of thinking about things. We're going to have an incredible victory this month, but we're still going to have to sit on the fence for a bit to bide our time before that victory actually shows. But it's going to be like new beginning, and over there it's like, oh my God, new beginning to do with business, Bryce, and new beginnings to do with money. I'm seeing a lot of people. Oh yeah, okay, cool. I'm seeing behind the scenes a lot of arguments are taking place. People are in panic mode, right? And now we know when people go into panic mode, and there's a number of them, that mistakes are going to be made.
Yeah.
So, and the mistakes are going to create exposure. Okay.
It's gonna get
but
sloppy.
all of this, all of this is pointing to like going in new directions. Things cutting, releasing, and letting go of everything to do with the past. Okay, because it's time for the burdens to be lifted. So as more Americans start to learn about the financial, situation, what the Rothschilds have had, Americans or the world, basically, bound, gagged, and tied.
Yep.
All of that is like it's coming to an end.
Yeah.
So I'm also seeing this month that there will be a lot of movement that's going to be taking place. Is that an understatement? They just laughed at me, right? And said, understatement, yeah. And the starting of the new cycle. So our new life energy, the cycle of that is starting. Okay, it's coming in because justice must prevail. Right? It's like this is really strong. Whoa! And then what have we got? We've got Satan here. So justice must prevail over Satan. Yeah. Oh, and what are we doing? It's like we're tired, basically. Yeah, we're tired. So that's our month of August. So do you have any questions, hon?
I mean, we know Mercury's in retrograde right now, and I actually get very excited when Mercury's in retrograde. I know that sounds weird, but one thing that people forget about Mercury retrograde, we always think about miscommunication, don't buy new technology, don't sign new contracts, all that kind of thing. But things come to finality in Mercury retrograde.
Absolutely.
Project
Absolutely it does. Yep.
So it's not ever something to fear. Yeah,
No.
the technology thing can be complicated for the few weeks, but this is where projects come to an end. This is where conclusion. I think Neptune's, so you said three planets were in retrograde. Is it
Oh,
Mercury,
Pluto, like
Neptune,
we've got, like next month, it's like we've got the Pluto, and then I think
Pluto?
we've also, yeah, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune. There's a few, right? But
Yeah,
I look at those as being the biggies,
yeah,
right? So you may have Mercury retrograde, but it's like that's just for a short period of time.
yeah,
These three are biggies,
yeah,
okay? And why are these so big? Because they are furthest
yeah,
away, like when you're looking at the planetary line up, which means that their retrogrades take longer.
yeah,
All right. So if you like when I do my weekly, like next week, if you tune into that, and I'll actually give you the exact dates of those three planets when they're going to be out of retrograde, when they actually go direct. I know one of them is September, another one is October, because I checked, yeah. So it's like it's going to be hanging around for a while. Now, because they're so far out, these are the deep planets.
yeah.
Like this is the deep energy that gets down like to the guts of things.
It
Yep,
purges.
yep,
Yeah.
purging, like all of that. So that's going to be it's going to be interesting,
It
to say the least.
Correct me if I'm wrong, is it Neptune when Neptune retrogrades, it's really good at showing us like fake leadership, like who's been
Absolutely.
leading
Yeah,
under
absolutely.
charisma and
Yeah.
gaslighting, and all of a sudden they can't you
Yep.
see you, so it's
I can't
basically
do it
helping
anymore. Yeah.
dissolve the matrix on a global
Yeah.
scale and in your individual life. We're seeing
Yeah.
a lot, especially in like the yoga world, we're seeing a lot of teachers who I've known for a while haven't been legitimate teachers. They've been literally gained popularity through smoke and mirrors, and all of a sudden it's being revealed now
Yeah.
because Neptune, it's not going
Yeah.
to allow
But
that
we've
to.
also, but also it's like I get that that's, and we've talked about this, like before, the people that have been placed
Yep.
on our platforms by, yeah, right, by the cabal, like they've been placed and they've been paid, and they've bought them a lot of followers.
Yep.
So they've actually like held a huge audience, and we've talked about this before. Whereas with us, we just paddle along, and when people find us, they find us, and and that's the way that it's done.
Yeah.
So like anything that's out of integrity will actually show up big time.
Yeah. It's about
Showing
time.
up big time. So that's that. So people who are just tuned in for the August overview, see you later. Those who want to stay on with us while we have a chitty chat, let's get into it.
And for those who want to join us for the long format, where we go deeper into this conversation, the long format is about an hour and a half conversation. Please follow the link below to our backup channel, RUMBLE. If you are from a country that does not have RUMBLE, please go to the Esoteric Academy for the full long form format.